I'm a creative guy from the advertising industry, so I've always been in that industry, and I was so my whole life was really about like trying to empower creative with me and have brands, value the creativity that we bring on the table, and so living in California, I was exposed very early. In California, you're exposed very early to technology, and because you're super close to the Silicon Valley in Los Angeles. So, and we've been exposed to ChatGPT like before everyone. I think, we really heard about it more than anyone else on the planet, and so I tried it, and my first prompt was asking GPT a dialogue in between an old Porsche 911 and a new Tesla.
Oh no.
And it was really good. It was, that was the disturbing part, because I was hoping something bad, but something good came up. And so, I was very disturbed, because for the first time I felt, in danger, because, I had the feeling that, we were going to be just wiped out as creative guys, and so, I remember, I called my friend Tony Kaye, the director of American History X, and I sent him an imaginary dialogue in between him and the studio on the edit of American History X. And when he received that, he couldn't believe it, how accurate it was and how relevant it was. And so, and he said, "What's that?" And I said, "What? That's GPT. Like, it's over for us as creative guys, like GPT is coming for us, AI is coming from us." And so, I got, to be honest with you, I was a bit, shocked and even depressed by that situation. I was like, what's going to happen,
We all were, I think, when we first faced the ChatGPT. Honestly, it was like, oh, can I use it?
Because it's obviously like much more efficient than us to so many extent, and so, but the surprising thing is that, we, in the preconceived idea of AI, we've always heard that it would just wipe out first logical jobs. And so we were ready for that. We were ready that AI would come at some point. Like 20 years ago, when you were reading about AI, it was really coming for logical jobs.
Yeah.
And the reality is that it's almost like it started with creative jobs. Because we were thinking that creative jobs would be the last ones, to be attacked. And in real, like it came immediately on the creative job, so, and that was the disturbing part of it, because we thought we were safe as creative, and we're not. And so, then I went to China, and my partner in China, had organized, how Chinese people are with technologies. They're not like, not overthinking it, but more like embracing it first.
Yeah.
And then they see what they can do with it. But they have so much less resistance to technology than we have. So I was resisting to that technology, and my partner didn't, he was really all in from the beginning. And he had organized, an exhibition with 100 AI artists, and so called AI Magination. And so when I saw the name, I was like, "Wow, this is a good name." And I said, "Did we found that?" He said, "Yes." So I did copyright that name, and so to scale that and to
that's
develop
a beautiful
that,
name. Yeah,
it's a beautiful name. It's very central. It's very explaining, because at the end of the day, it is really reimagining our imagination. That's what it is about. So I thought it was so central as a name, with AI and imagination. When you prompt on Midjourney, you do /imagine. So it's very central. Mm-hmm. And so, and he had organized that exhibition with 100 AI artists. And so, and I started to be very impressed by what we could do with it. But when they were putting logo, do work for brand, it was not good. It was like good images, but revealing a complete lack of understanding of advertising and brand platform and all that, So there was like beautiful images, but like so,
disconnected from the story, probably. Yeah,
disconnected from what brand wants, And so then I made a kind of spin-off of my own company, recruited internally, the people who would jump into that. And so the idea was to select, I knew that I couldn't take AI artists and transform them into advertising people, because it takes too long. It takes 10 years to understand just what an idea in advertising is or means. It takes 10 years in agency to understand that. But I realized that what I could do is to transform good conceptors into prompters.